Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. You know, before I was married, I was looking for love in all the wrong places, evidenced mostly by the smell. Okay, let's start the show.
What? In a cabin, going crazy, 'cause a flu that's worse than swine swept the planet, so damn it, here we are in quarantine.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. Come on, we've been a Zoom meeting civilization for 9 months. You know the drill. Just be polite, okay? We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our strange quarantined world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
Hey everyone, it's time for the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassell and Steve Goodie.
Oh my gosh, the graphics.
Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome their very special guest,
Taylor Mason.
live from
The
their
graphics.
respective quarantined homes. And now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Hey. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you very much. Welcome. Yes, the graphics. I decided I was Taylor. That's Taylor Mason. Everybody, let's hear it for him. He's the one chiming in. I used to print off really good quality pictures of everybody every week, and I was going through an entire thing of ink a week is like $30, and this show doesn't make $30, so I decided to just use the phone. So yes, we do. Everybody out in Facebook land, we have a famous legend comedian who I worked with in Atlantic City many years ago, Taylor Mason. Let's hear it. Yay. And of course, we have the amazing Grant, and I'll get your name. Is it, how do you say your name?
Baciocco.
Baciocco.
Grant Baciocco.
Hello, Baciocco. How's it doing, sir?
Hello.
Well, so
I'm doing
both
good,
Grant and Taylor, it's their first time here. So what happens during this show is I mumble through some oddly worded jokes, and then we have talent and people. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
All right. Hello, Alice, and hello, Valerie. Hello, everybody, and some new people that are here. And Does Rose. Okay, here we go. Here it is, the first joke, and take one. Hey, Joe Biden held his first press conference today, 2 months after taking office, right? His first press conference. He waited 2 months, and he waited longer than his last 15 predecessors to take questions from the press. So when he was asked why he waited so long, he said, "Did you see how it worked out for them?"
Good.
That's it. Okay, starting light, everybody. I think that's what we think there. So, hey, by the way, hey, this happened today, and I think I just got mine. I haven't checked, but another 37 million people got their stimulus payments this week. Everybody raise your hand that got your stimulus payment. Let me look down. Okay, Patti got hers. Hey, we got, good, Steve, and hey, Taylor, you make too much money to get a stimulus payment.
I did not get mine. I did not.
Yeah,
I did not get mine.
you make a ton of dough. You're like Ellen. Ellen and Gus make like $750,000 a week. They ain't getting no payment. So, by the way, a difference in this round of stimulus is that $1,400 was given for every dependent child in the family. And something I've heard is that some high school and college students are arguing that this money is their money and not for the parents to keep, but must be given to the dependents to use as they please. And I agree. I say, yes, please use it to pay some damn rent. All yours, dummy. Pay your bills. Okay. Kids, you can't stand them, can you? Okay. By the way, I'm looking for number 4, and I don't know where it is. Here it is. Hey, Spring Breakers, did you hear this? Spring Breakers got so wild in Miami, the mayor instituted a curfew at 8 p.m. Did you see that? An 8 p.m. curfew. College partiers just laughed and mocked the order. They said, "We can trash this town by 6 p.m. and spread COVID to the elderly by 2.
Nice.
Really? Yeah, I like that one.
I like it. It's
Seems a
dark.
little slow with the crowd, though.
I just keep going.
Okay. I will. I'll keep you. That's my motto. Just keep swimming. Okay. How about this? So, did you see this? Monsef Salawi. Do you know? Hey, who knows that name? Monsef Salawi. Nope. Nobody. Nope. Moncef Slaoui was the head of Trump's vaccine rollout program, Warp Speed, which we now know the word warp wasn't describing the speed of the vaccine, but the moral judgment of the administration. Warped.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Was that just too wordy or too true? So, Slaoui was just fired from his new job as chairman of Centessa Pharmaceuticals for sexual harassment. Now, 2 other companies are parting ways with Moncef after many more allegations have surfaced. Trump, in a comment, was livid and responded, "There is no way he's ever going to live up to my numbers."
True.
That is true, yes. That's what happens during most of my jokes. People just say, "That's true."
It's true.
That's true.
And that's true.
Okay. Number 6. Hey, did you hear this? For everybody, if you're ready for after the show, if you show your vaccine card at Krispy Kreme, you get a free donut. You've all seen this? And you can do this every day. Now, doing it every day tastes good and prepares you to remember to do the same thing with your insulin shot. Because you get diabetes. Okay, great. Oh, I've had tough weeks before, but this is one. Hi, Facebook. How you doing? Hey, have you seen? Okay, here's new. Ivanka. I keep looking over and seeing Taylor's disappointed face. It's hard. The disappointment on his face. He goes, "Oh, I tried to help you so many years ago." Ivanka Trump is in the process of rebranding herself for a post-Trump administration marketplace. Hope you've all seen that. She is hoping to get a trademark on the name Cardi T.
What?
Okay. No. Cardi B, Cardi T. Okay. Don't do a joke for a bunch of old people.
There was spelling involved.
There was.
Sorry.
See, Cardi B and Cardi T.
No, I
She's
get
trying
it.
to.
Totally.
Wouldn't it have been a better joke if I said she scissored somebody? I don't know.
Maybe.
Was that Peter? Okay.
Oh,
Maybe.
good.
Okay. Well, gosh, I'm losing faith.
Oh,
Okay, only 12 more. I'm sure glad I didn't write the one joke. So anyway, hey, have you seen this lady? Zhao Zhenzi, is I think how she says her name, is a 76-year-old lady who is healing from her wounds after an unprovoked attack by a man in San Francisco. Have you seen that? The grandma? Yep. But in the words of an anonymous writer, you should see the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as the grandma, beat the attacker so bad that he had to be taken out in a stretcher. Now, the racist punk's name who did this was Steve Jenkins, and he walked up and punched Z as she stood against a traffic pole. Now, the woman I wished was my grandma then grabbed a board and beat him into a pulp, screaming, "You bum, why did you hit me?" To which, at that time, he began to wonder that himself. So now Jenkins had previously attacked an 83-year-old Vietnamese man who was shopping in San Francisco. Police are now investigating to see if the unprovoked attacks on 2 elderly Asians is racially motivated. And the public is investigating if the San Francisco Police Department are stupid. It is. Okay. It's hard to look at the faces this week. Hi, Janelle. How's it going? Going good?
Hi,
You look like you're having a nice day. Look like it's a nice day where you are. It's going to get better in 2 minutes when we do something else.
Uh-oh.
By the way, a GoFundMe campaign raised $900,000 for the super grandma's medical bills, and she is donating all of it to combat racism in the Asian community. Now that is an incredible, incredible thing. As for Jenkins, his wounds will be attended to by a prison physician who will probably be Asian. Okay. Well, I thought that was cute. Wow. I need to take more time on these, I think. Okay, I got 2 more. and then I'm going to stop this show. That's it. Okay, so somebody's beeping. Hey, now here's a fun one. Release the Kraken Trump lawyer Sidney Powell is fighting the $1.5 billion lawsuit against her from Dominion voting machines using the just kidding defense. Have you seen this?
Yep.
She said the lawsuit has no merit because no reasonable person would ever think she was being truthful when she said the election was stolen and the votes were switched. No reasonable person. This is totally true, and she is right. No reasonable person did think she was being truthful, but 70 million people with no reason did.
Good.
And that would be the people that voted for Trump. Okay, so, the last joke. Some of you consider this the first joke, maybe. Okay, we've got Morse code in the back. Boop, 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 boop. Get him off. Boop, boop, G, get. Boop. Okay, so the Virginia Commonwealth University, one of my favorite schools, was forced to drop out of the NCAA basketball tourney the night before their game with the University of Oregon after multiple positive coronavirus tests. When asked if the players were disappointed, Coach Mike Rhodes said, "We were so close we couldn't taste it."
Good, Brad.
Clap or I'll sit there like that.
That's okay. That was the smartest joke that was ever written. Okay, maybe not. All right, kids. Well, this is the virtual comedy show, and it starts now when I go to one of my favorite people, even though he hasn't given me any money. Let's see. Steve Goodie, everybody. Let's hear it for him. Yay!
How about it for Brad Tassell? That was awesome. I learned all about Cardi T and all kinds of things tonight. That was great.
I love that. Cardi T, I thought was cute.
I enjoyed it as well. I'm not kidding. Believe it or not, I actually meant that. Hi, everybody. It's time for my top 10 list. If you've been here before, you know that every week we do a throwback to the old Letterman days of top 10 lists because now Colbert and Fallon are doing their shows in their underwear in their garages. So we're doing something a little classic. And tonight's top 10 list, it's pretty exciting. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, in case you didn't know that. And Nashville is #1 in the United States' most dangerous COVID city. Yay, us. I just got my vaccine on Saturday. Yay, me.
Yay!
I might go outside in 6 months. Anyway, you probably know that Nashville's a big tourist destination for country music. What you might not know, it's a big tourist destination for bachelorette parties. They come here and they get in these things called pedal taverns. It's like a hayride for drunken women, and they pedal around the city, drinking and yelling at people. And that business has slowed down not at all. And now we're finding, I don't know if you've read this, Disney is actually thinking about opening a theme park here in Nashville. Nashville Disney is possibly in the works. And that leads us to tonight's top 10 category, top 10 attractions at Nashville Disney. Oh boy. Here we go. Number 10. Yesterdayland. Come see our Confederation worshiping abominations we call statues. Number 9, Adventureland. Take a stroll down Broadway without a mask and breathe in the hoax. Number 8 for the musicians, Pirates of the Mixolydian. Discover how musically illiterate most musicians and songwriters are.
Ooh. Oh.
It's true. Oh, it's so true. Number 7, the traffic jam adventure. You get in your car and you go nowhere. Here's for the hardcore Disney fans. Number 6, the Mandalorian. Like Brad.
Wow.
Too smart, I know. Number 5, Goofy's Drunken Pedal Tavern Flume. Number 4, the Trump Tower of Terror. Yeah, that one's real.
That one's rough.
Number 3, Star Wars at Christmas time. Watch as we reenact the downtown terrorist bombing of Christmas 2020.
Oh.
Hey, I can joke about it. Shut up. It's my city. Plus, nobody got hurt.
Wow. Wow.
Nobody got hurt. When we have a terrorist, we do it safely. Thank you. Number 2, frozen assets. Watch and laugh as the council decides to raise property taxes 34% during a pandemic and right after a tornado. Let it go. That was a long one.
You're better.
And the number 1 attraction at Nashville Disney, Barely Country Jamboree. Enjoy hit after hit of cookie cutter songs about pickup trucks, drinking, and girls to a hip hop beat. Yeehaw!
Yay!
Thanks,
Steve Goodie, everybody. Mug one more time. Let's see the mugging. Hey! that's now, I will say I think I'm a better mugger than you are. So
Oh, you've had more practice.
that's I've had more practice and my pickpocketing skills are good. So ladies and gentlemen, Steve Goodie, always joy. He'll be back, by the way, because
I just found out we have a tornado warning where I am until 30 minutes from now, so I'm going to be underneath the console.
well, that's good. Well, I'm 40 minutes north of you. Do I have that too?
I
You
don't
said-
know.
Pretty much the whole south from Alabama through to parts of Texas.
Fantastic.
We're actually behind.
Thank you, Patti, the weather girl in Chicago. That was great.
Now, Brad with sports.
That was right. It was a big game today. It was crazy. NCAA team, the NCAA women's team complained and they got a weight room, everybody. So, okay. You know what? We're wasting time. We got to find, and now we have a lot of people, so I have to find where we're going. Oh, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk to this young gentleman. Hi, Greg. Hi, Grant. Greg. Hi, Grant. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. I'm Brad Tassell. It's nice to meet you. I went out and listened to your stuff. It's brilliant. I love, and I wanted to buy one of your things too, but I guess they're not available anymore. Your puppets.
Oh, yeah. The toilet puppet
That's
is
a
sold
long time
out.
ago. I apologize.
Yeah.
So I love seeing you, and I'm glad that Steve got us in touch with you. And I'm thrilled that you're here. I like your hair, and you're dressed nice, and I like your red curtain. So if you want to, would you be so nice as to do a song of sorts?
I would love to do a song for everybody. Here we go.
Thank you.
Classic.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't get him a dime. But I could. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch themselves a pail of water. They fell down and we sued everyone, including the hill owner's daughter. If you are a nursery rhyme and you're in trouble all the time, wanna put your wife in a pumpkin rind, I can't give you peace of mind, 'cause my service is one of a kind. I'm the nursery rhyme lawyer.
There you go.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet. Then that spider came out to play. We served that arachnid with a restraining order. Now he must be at least 200 yards away. Blackbirds baked in your pie. Boy kissed you and made you cry. Your cow jumping into the sky, crazy thinking that he can fly. Give my services a try and see what a good boy am I. My ex-husband, that crooked old man, ran off with some floozy gardener and left me living at home in a shoe with 20 kids. Well, I didn't have any idea what to do, so I called the nursery rhyme lawyer, and in just 1 week he found that miserable scumbag of a man and had him paying child support. I live in a boot now and have a summer sandal on the lake. Thanks, nursery rhyme lawyer. When your cupboard is bare, I'm gonna be there. Dish ran away with your spoon. I'll get it back soon. If you've lost your sheep, there's no need to weep. Someone's stealing your tarts, don't let it break your heart. If your bridge is falling down, am I gonna be around? You know who I am. I'm the nursery rhyme lawyer. Yeah, I jump over candles for a living, and I'm usually, pretty nimble and quick. But one day I slipped in a little puddle of wax, and I burnt myself pretty badly. So I called the nursery rhyme lawyer, and he was able to get me workman's comp in no time flat. Thanks, nursery rhyme lawyer. Yeah, my little lamb followed me to school one day, and when we got there, all the boys and girls just laughed and laughed at him all day long. So I called the nursery rhyme lawyer, and we were able to file defamation and character suits against them, and I haven't heard so much as a peep since. Thanks, nursery rhyme lawyer. I got pushed off a wall, and the nursery rhyme lawyer got me $1.2 million. Thank you very much.
Yeah, everybody, look at him. Grant, you know what I loved about that song?
What's that?
Well, first of all, it was very unique and fun and brilliant. And one thing I really like about you is that you have talent and you're classing us up. Thank you so much. That was really great.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes. I like it. See, this
It's great
show
to be
starts low and then zooms to the stratosphere. I think that's the plan, don't you think? So it starts slow.
Well, with one or two detours.
With one or two, yeah. No, but I don't, you mean like when I'm talking now?
No, I mean with what's coming up.
My baby.
Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah, let's, you know what? I have to do something. Thank you again. Let's hear it for Grant one more time, everybody. Keep going for Grant.
Everybody.
That reminds me to stop and tell everybody, Grant needs your money. So, by the way, you go to his website, throwingtoasters.com. You can get everything he has and sells. But what you can do is go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click on donate to the comedians for the week, and we take all that money and split it up between all of the acts on the show. And this week, I know we're going to get tens of thousands of dollars because that's what our acts usually cost. So please do that and give us money. Also, anywhere you are out there, you can get our stuff, my comedy, Steve's songs, Taylor's stuff from later on, Patti, Vasquez, and of course, Grant. So please do that. Thank you very much. Okay, now we're going to see. So Steve, what you were saying was, can you follow that? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. And the answer
All
is
right, so here's Steve to try to follow that song. Let's take bets. Who's got a bet? Let's see. I want to bet. Let's see. Who wants $10? I got $10 on Grant. Anybody take that? Take Steve on this one?
I'll put 20 on Grant. I'm in.
No, nobody will take the other side, Steve. So go ahead.
Bummer.
Well, Steve actually is the only person who's done a parody of that song that I just sang.
And I just remembered that as you were singing it. If I had thought ahead that you might do that song, I'd be ready with my parody. I did one. It's a rather Jewish one called Nursery Rhyme Moil.
Oh,
Circumcisions by nursery rhyme characters, and it's just adorable. And Grant allowed me to do that, which was very nice of him, about 20 years ago, and I forgot all about it until just now. So instead of that, let's do a song about the most frightening thing that can happen to a human being in the 21st century. I was texting with 6 friends at once when nature called and would not be forestalled, so I brought the phone with me onto the throne, thinking they can't smell a text, so they never know. But then I dropped my phone in the toilet. My phone's in the toilet. My droid took a dive. What am I gonna do? My whole life's in that phone. Now my life's in the toilet. You think stinks? Oh, boo hoo hoo hoo. Between my knees, my cell fell 2 feet to hell. All my contacts and pictures and calendars I can't lose. I've just gotta retrieve it, but I'd rather leave it. Forget rubber gloves, I need a damn hazmat suit. 'Cause I dropped my phone in the toilet. My phone's in the toilet. My droid took a dive, now it's down in the loo. It won't help to boil it. My phone's in the toilet. Public service announcement. Don't text and poo. Somebody yell out, "Hey Steve, where's your phone?"
Hey Steve, where's your phone?
I'm glad you asked. Where it's dark as a dunghill and stinky and ew. Where the finest of caviar is the same as beef stew. Where it's dark and it's bacteria galore. That's where you'll find the droid I'm looking for. Samsung in the loo. Everybody's dropped one. That's the end of the song.
Steve, everybody.
Okay.
Doing it. Following okay. Did a good job, Steve. You followed just fine.
Thanks.
That was beautiful. By the way, Steve, I dropped my toothbrush in the toilet.
Oh.
Yeah, that left a bad taste in my mouth.
You just make that up. That's good.
I just made that up. Yes,
Good. Write
I just
that one
yes.
down for next week. See, that's what
Yeah,
a
I was
funny
gonna
one
say,
sounds like.
I'm opening with that next week. Where were those jokes in this show? So, okay. So now I'm just gonna run ahead. I'm not gonna stop and try to be funny again because I just was funnier than I'm ever gonna be. The problem is I got to look through like 40 people to find Taylor. Taylor, you're in here somewhere, aren't you?
Win-win entertainment. That's the one you want.
Oh,
Win-win.
Win-win.
Yep. Win-win.
That's our guy.
Where is he? Oh, here he is. Well, yeah, win. Okay. Hey, everybody, it's Taylor Mason. Win-win. Let's hear it for him. Yay! How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I'm so pleased that I was asked to be on this show. Let's see. I have no idea how to follow what I've seen. It's just unbelievable. Thank you so much. Let's get a whole bunch of stuff out of the way before I begin my little dissertation here. Turn my clock on. First of all, I really am. Thank you very much for having me on. I've been in this room for the last 11, 12 months. I built this, actually. I'm going to talk about this a little later. This is a Rubik Cube piece of art that I built. I know. I had nothing to do. I've not finished it, so I'm hoping that tonight you guys are going to be able to help me finish. One of the reasons that I've been stuck in this room is I live in New Jersey, which is different than where you guys live, wherever you are. Very different. You have neighbors, we call them witnesses. Right there. Second, New Jersey is the only state in America where we use air freshener outdoors. So wherever you guys are, and trying to keep up with the cavalcade of talent that's on the program so far, I thought I'd show off with my command. Now, this has been an unbelievable. You can probably tell I am one of those up with people kind of guys. And command. This is my friend Ron. Oh, what is this? We're doing virtual comedy live. Oh, I am a ventriloquist. You're kidding? No, I'm actually a ventriloquist. I'm a trained professional ventriloquist. This is my buddy Romeo. What's up? And we've been together for many, many years. We sure have. And we just wanted you guys to know that there's always a silver lining. Be positive. Yes. Find a positive in everything. For example, the pandemic for a ventriloquist has been one of the greatest things to happen in our industry. Because the problem with ventriloquism, if you're not familiar, is you have to talk without moving your lips. But with this thing, it's unbelievable. Watch this, you guys. Watch this. This is so incredible. Peter, pickled peppers. It's unbelievable. The whole thing about moving your lips, which I spent years practicing, has just been made obsolete by this. It's been the greatest moment in the history of the art. And a lot of people have joined ventriloquism now. There are ventriloquism clubs. You're having trouble with that? This thing smells terrible. I've been using it for a hamster hammock. Oh, that's disgusting. That's awful. No kidding. That's why. That's just unbelievable. So there are people watching the program from all over the country. Wow. Yes, everywhere. With everything that's going on, we want to be positive. I thought we'd try to give an uplifting message. Sports are coming back. Yes. Professional sports, college sports are back. It's a good thing. Yep. I got a question for you. Shoot. Who pays hockey players? Who pays professional hockey players? Yeah. Who pays the NHL? I have no idea. I know. Great, buddy. And enlighten me. Who pays NHL hockey players? The Tooth Fairy. Okay, that is just really that's a low blow. That's a low blow. You know what? You got more teeth than a hockey player. Thank you. As I said, sports are getting back. What's your favorite sport? What? Your favorite, if you had to name one sport as, what, you're a puppet? No. What are you? Mannequin American. All right, fine. As a mannequin American, what's your favorite sport? Golf. Golf is coming back too. You know, people can, you can be within 3 feet of each other, right? I got a question for you. Okay, I'm willing to go for it. What is your question? Why do the golf announcers whisper? Why do they whisper? They don't want to interrupt the players as they're teeing off or as they're putting. No. Okay, why do golf announcers whisper? They don't want to wake the people who are watching at home. Okay, that's, you know, what I wanted to do is an uplifting pot. What are you doing? I'm going to set you down. No, get back. No, I hate you. Here. No. Sit there. So, as I said, I built this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rubik's Cubes, but these things are impossible. Okay, they're insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to indulge you guys watching here on Zoom, because I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't finished the last bit here in the mouth. So what I need is for you guys. So what I thought I would do is I've got this piece. Just it doesn't matter who, I'm going to turn it this way, anywhere between 1 and 3 times. So somebody just shout out a number between 1 and 3.
2.
I heard 2, 3, 1. So I'm just going to go with 2, and I'm going to turn this thing 2 times. Okay, so there's 2, and then Brad, I'll just ask you.
Yes.
I'm going to spin the bottom part here 1, 2, or 3 times. Just name a number, any 1, 2, or 3. 3. Spin that thing 3 times. Very cool. Steve, if you're still alive, what I would like you to do is give me a number between 1 and 3, and I'm going to turn it this way. Okay, just give me any number between 1 and 3.
Please.
1. So I'm just going to turn it once like that. Perfect. And now one more time. Patti, are you there? Patti Vasquez, my dear friend.
Yes.
Perfect. Just give me a direction. Either say up or down.
Up.
Up. So we're going to go that way. I'm going to go with that piece that you chose. Up. Because I've been working on trying to fill this thing for the last, I don't know, 9 months or so. But I can't believe this happened on this show with the way this show has been going. People are going to end up helping me actually finish. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. You know what?
Wow.
It's unbelievable. Look at that. I've been working on this thing. It's absolutely, it's and I don't know if you can tell the little red tongue there. That was my idea. That just kind of give kind of a lick. There's a lot of music in the show, and I wanted to do something musical, so there's kind of a lick right there, as it were. I always manage to find the level of the room sooner or later during my presentation. Where are we? Oh my goodness, I got 20 minutes. Come here. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the heckle. Did you hear it? No, I didn't.
Half an hour more.
For half an hour.
I didn't hear the heckle.
We're gonna do 30 more minutes. Is this Screen Actors Guild? No, this is not Screen Actors Guild. We're doing 2 minutes. Okay. This is him laughing. Okay. That's great. Yeah, that's great. So Romeo and I have been performing. Actually, the reason you saw Win-Win Entertainment on the bottom of my Zoom feed here, we've been doing a lot of shows for children's hospitals. Yes, we have. It's a lot like this show, actually. This show we're doing. The biggest, I guess, one thing that is similar between the virtual comedy show that we're doing now and the many more than like almost 100 children's shows, and the combination. What's unique and is the same about these 2 shows is we're not getting paid. Right, we're not getting paid. And that shows
That's true.
are very, very similar, and we're thrilled to be here. Yeah. And Win-Win Entertainment is a great organization. So if you are in the giving mood, Brad was talking about giving money. Yeah. If you really want, go to winwinentertainment.org and you can donate there. It's a great organization. We've met a lot of children. We sure have. We've done a lot of shows for them, and they're a great organization. And if you're an entertainer who is looking to do something really uplifting and fun during this pandemic, Win-Win is a great operation. They're well with a lot of great comedians, jugglers, magicians, ventriloquists have all been doing the show. So I'm going to put you, get your mask. Okay. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea before we leave. Put it on. We already did the mask joke. That you should wear a mask. Yes. And we've learned this doing these hospital shows. They're very adamant about wearing a mask. You should always wear a mask. Yes. And I've got my mask on. There is a pandemic. You don't understand, Taylor. You should always wear a mask. Even if there was a pandemic, you'd be a lot happier if you would always wear a mask. Okay. That's hilarious. That's really funny. That's a great way to close our program. You know what? You guys, thanks for sit down. No, you guys don't want to stay. Get out of here. Oh, yes. He's fine. Don't worry. I know he said, "Oh," but he's fine. Trust me. He's fine. I heard you're fine. And listen, thanks so much for helping me complete this. This is that's unbelievable. That's just unbelievable that on this show, with everything that's going on, that I finished my Rubik art. Who would have thought that on the virtual comedy show, it would all come together, people working together through a difficult time. Wow. You guys made my night. Thank you so much.
You're awesome.
Yeah, let's hear Taylor Mason, everybody.
Hey, Taylor.
Fantastic, Taylor. Thank you. Nobody, you're right. You can go to Win-Win Entertainment and you can donate to his cause. Of course, if you come donate to us, I'm sure all your money we give you will go to Win-Win Entertainment. And I'm looking down, Patti will also donate her money. So, to Win-Win Entertainment. And by the way, Taylor, now what I'm going to do, Taylor, is I'm going to specifically market this show to Indianapolis over the next 7 days because great, Taylor Mason is at Crackers Comedy Club next week. Do you know those exact dates?
I do. I know these dates because April 1st, also known as April Fool's Day, is my opening night at Crackers Comedy Club in Indianapolis. And let's face it, I don't know if you've ever been there, but there's nothing else to do. So that April 1st is a great night to come out. Yeah, the NCAA basketball tournament's going on there, but who needs that? So come on out. I'm there 3 nights, April 1st, April 2nd, and April 3rd. And if you are an NCAA basketball fan and your team lost, come out to Crackers Comedy Club if you're in Indy, and we'll make fun of the people who beat you, who are the referees. All right. So
and you may want to check because Taylor, you may want to check because I think she might have added a night. So you may want to check. There might be 4 nights on your gig. You may want to check. I just talked to her, and I think she said there's 4 nights on your gig. So you may want to call her. All right. I'm not kidding. You may want to call her. Okay.
I will call her. Brad, just because you're so nice. 2 things that I need from you. If we're just going to go obnoxious for the rest of these next few minutes. The first thing is I need a copy of the video of this show, just for my own personal edification. And then second, I will call Ruth Ann over at the Crackers Comedy Club. She's lovely. And if there are any problems, I'm going to tell her to talk to you. All right.
Okay. So, no. Ruth Ann is one of my best. I'm there. I'll be there tomorrow. So you can call tomorrow. I'm there this week and the week after you. I'm there both weeks. So yes, please call her and mention my name, and it'll be great. And of course,
I'm not gonna do that, but I'll call her.
And I will send you the video of this once you send me a check for $92.50. Okay. Back up.
Oh.
Hey, Brad, before you go on, I would just like to point out, Taylor, could you hold up your puppet again just for a second for everybody to see?
Wait a minute, time out. He's got to come back up.
Because
he erased me.
I don't even know if he has a name, but I love that we now have physical proof that Mick Jagger and Joan Rivers did have a kid together.
Wait. I want to make sure that I understand the heckle that I'm getting. I want to make sure that I understand. So what you're saying is, can you come up there? No, I don't want to hear. Nobody wants to hear what you say. No, it's on. I want to talk to the guy. No, man. No, Rivers, come on, man. Look, you know what? It's not like I'm a professional puppet builder, man. Okay, man. You know,
I'm sorry. I take it back. I'm very sorry.
Maybe you could do better. Yeah, maybe you could do better. Come here, man. Come here. Okay. You know what? You shouldn't have said anything, man. You shouldn't have said.
You're right. I'm very sorry.
Now I'm traveling tomorrow, believe it or not. And no way, he's going to go in the suitcase. No way. Yes, you are. Which, I hate to go off on a rant here because I'm not a rant guy. I'm really an up with people kind of person. But dealing with this guy, shut up. When I have to put him in the bag to travel, he usually fits in the overhead bin on the plane. The problem being going through customs, you get off the plane, he's in the bag, the puppet goes in, the mannequin American goes into the x-ray machine at the airport. This has been a problem 100 times over because it's in the machine, they can see the body crumpled up and the head guy comes out, whose bag is this? And I say, it's mine. Sir, we need to look in the bag. No problem, sir. Before I open the bag, is there anything in here I should know about? And I always say, no, you should open the bag and we'll all see what happens. So when he opens the bag, I do this. Hey, how you doing? Which always has a huge reaction. And a lot of fun. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Taylor Mason, everybody. Keep going.
Indianapolis.
I got to find me. Wait, I've lost me. Everybody's going, yes, lose you would be best. Hey, by the way, one thing this show does well is we get people to do an extra 5 minutes for free. The more bits, the better. That's what I always say. So you're right. Next week, and Taylor, I will specifically spend some dough to make sure this show is seen in Indianapolis. Okay? So cool. All right. By the way, I do want to announce one place other. In June, the first week of June, I will be at Coconuts Comedy Club in St. Pete Beach, Florida. And you need to get those tickets soon because they sell out. They're only doing 50% and they sell out really, really fast. Okay, great. Well, now this has been, I think we would all agree that this has been a lot of fun so far. Would we agree?
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
And it gets even more fun because Patti Vasquez is here. Hi, Patti.
Hi, how are you doing? I was trying to add a photo. I was glad that Taylor ranted a little bit because usually I do the Patti melt where something makes me enraged or frustrated and I share it with you. And look, my week has been crazy. I had to do a corporate show for Cisco and I was so excited because, when we do corporate shows, we like to do a little research and tailor it for the group. And I thought, great, Cisco. My mom used to make the best biscuits with that. And that wasn't right. Turns out they do like cybersecurity and we're all vulnerable. It's the biggest threat in the country. They're kind of like better than the FBI. And which is funny to me because when I worked at Radio Shack, do you know how much people would give me grief and get in my face about not giving me their zip code? And now everyone's online. Oh, here's my mother's maiden name. And also here's where I live. And also put my face on Marilyn Monroe's body for face recognition. Yay! So I was going to do a rant maybe about that, maybe about the fact that in the city of Chicago, perhaps there are some problems with vaccinations, like perhaps me received a vaccination and scheduled my second one. And then the city of Chicago ended their contract with the providers. And now none of us have our second appointment. And we're out there in the Hunger Games, just like everyone else. And I'm fine. Right. I'm fine. No. And I was going to rant about that. And then I was watching Steve's material about Nashville and how Disney might be there. And then Taylor was on. And Brad, I feel like, by the way, Brad, I feel like you're booking this. Are you going into my diaries and sort of cataloging people from my past? Like Rob Paravoni and Lenny Schmidt. Like, I don't know who's giving.
I am. And you should really be a little embarrassed about the 90s. Go ahead.
You're not wrong. Well, to be fair, that's when I met you.
That's true.
Ouch.
That's a roast.
By the way, I've said this before, Brad. You were an inspiring comedian to me when I started out. I was the MC when you came to Zanies. We had an empty room, and you gave a show like you would pack the place because you said those people that showed up deserve the best show possible. And I learned that from you. So now we are. It's true. What are you?
Yeah, sadly, that stopped for tonight.
I'm trying to pull up this picture of my son Griffin. Taylor Mason was the headliner of a week that I was doing in Nashville. And you know what? I'll do this instead. So here's Griffin on stage in Nashville when he was about 10 years ago. And he would go up and he would do a sound check for me. He would sing the Spider-Man song and Thomas the Tank Engine. And when he was done, he would say, thank you. Don't forget to tip your wait staff. And this young man is the big brother to his little brother, Declan, who is severely disabled. I think we've talked about that now. That little boy is now, is now 17 years old. And here he is giving piggyback rides to his younger brother.
Oh my gosh.
And the reason I want to tell you this is my heart really, my Patti melt is my softness for Nashville. Taylor Mason was so kind and generous to this young man, to Griffin. He gave him one of his puppets, Porquito, one of the small pigs. And I can't show you right now, but there's a collection. I'm going to cry. This is my Patti melt. He has a collection of puppets on the other side of this basement right now, because he developed a love for puppets, for the Muppets, for providing entertainment like that. And he cares for his brother and makes him laugh all the time. And I will say this, I've told stories about how, people will stare at Declan because he's a little bit different. My son was born without part of his brain down the midline, and people stare at us. When we go to the zoo, Declan doesn't want to go see the lions or the polar bears. He goes and sees the exact same Coke machine he has been running towards for 15 years since he was little. And when he puts his head up against a Coke machine, he can't tell us what he likes about it. He's like, ha ha ha. And he loves it. It's smooth and it's cool and it vibrates. And I get it. If you stare at us, we look weird. It's a little strange. I could imagine before he was born, I'd be like, excuse me, I just want a Coke. Can I just get in here? Can I just get a Coke? But if you're going to ask us questions, think first, because people stare. They ask really annoying questions. And the reason I thought of this tonight, when you guys heard, Steve started talking about Nashville, for years, people would stare at Declan, ask annoying questions like, how old is your son? He's still in a stroller. Such a big boy still being a stroller. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? That's my husband. We were in Nashville at a restaurant, and Declan likes to tap. He doesn't talk. He communicates through sounds and seeking out different vibrations. And he was tapping on everything around him. And this woman was staring at him. I'm like, we're going to do a thing, aren't we? It's going to be a thing in Nashville. All right, let's do this. And she kept staring at us. He was about 3 years old, and she came over to our table. I'm like, oh, she's coming right at us. And she goes, I just want to tell you how beautiful your boys are. And it was the first time anyone had said that to us about Declan. And that's my Patti melt about Nashville. And those are my memories. So
Patti Vasquez. Let's hear it for Patti. Patti Vasquez, telling a story that I can't make fun of. How dare you? Yes, this is the best time for me to whip out a good jibe to that. Hey, Patti, I do have it. By the way, I will say this, though. You said all those things are great about Taylor, and he bailed right after his set. So there you go. He's your buddy.
Well, then I shouldn't even mention Porquito. That's all right.
That's true. You should have shown him. Also, hey, I mentioned this joke before. Did you give your kids the 1400?
You know what? I have learned during the pandemic what it will be like if Griffin never leaves the house. I want my couch back.
Yeah. So keep the money. That's what I have to say, is keep the money. Okay, well, I'm in the control room because we like to thank these guys for working so hard every show. And of course, we have to pay them. So one way you can do that is you can go to virtualcomedyshow.com, and there's buttons for our sponsors. One of them is Do.Deals. If you go through our website and get there, they give us a percentage when you get amazing deals on merchandise. Okay. Hey, Steve, I think you have something else to do, don't you?
I do have something else to do. Thanks, Brad.
Oh, there he is.
Guys,
going to Hawaii.
Somebody's chatting. Hi, person who's chatting.
Somebody's going to Hawaii.
Take us with you. Because I actually, if this tornado doesn't hit pretty soon, I thought I had a free pass. Anyway, that didn't make any sense. That didn't come out right. Hi, we got Grant Baciocco on the show. Not only brilliant songwriter, but brilliant and successful puppeteer. And we just enjoyed Taylor Mason, also brilliant and successful puppeteer. And I was digging through my things that I've ever made in my life. And in 2012, I made a video about Mitt Romney and elections and how the Republicans want to have as few people vote as possible. And I used puppets, and here it is. Greetings! I am the Count. My friend Big Bird is in trouble, and it all comes down to voting, which means counting. So I've written this little Halloween song about why every vote counts. Count it off, Grover.
1, 2, 3.
Then the truth is spun. the facts get blurred. And they change the voting laws and make it harder for us to make our voices heard. They don't want nobody to vote. They don't need nobody to vote. They get what they want when nobody votes. You better get your butt out to vote. Vote! Ha, 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 ha.
Wow, did I just hear right?
When these guys want power, they want you to stay home in bed. Yes, and most of the names at the polls are already dead. They don't want nobody to vote. They don't need nobody to vote. They get what they want when nobody votes. You better get your butt out to vote. Your eyes can see, your mind can think just fine. Yes, but in their heads, baby, all they see is lots of dollar signs. Ha, ha, ha. They don't want nobody to vote. They don't need nobody to vote. They get what they want when nobody votes. So you better get your butt out to vote. Play it, Grover! Grover is tired. For years they've been running. Each thinks he's the best. Are they your friends, baby? Or just part of the mess? They don't want nobody to vote. They don't need nobody to vote. They get what they want when nobody votes. You better get your butt out to vote. Sure to bring your driver's license or some other form of picture ID. There are many new voting laws that require a picture ID. And no, you can't just draw them a picture when you get to the polls. Ernie tried that in 2004, and you see where that got us. Grover need drink.
Woo!
Hey, stay tuned for the credits.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Well, luckily, Jim Henson's dead, so you don't have to worry about that.
Jeez.
So did you send that? Did you put that up? Because Georgia today signed a law restricting voting, making it hard to mail in vote, and putting a bunch of new limits on voting. Did you? Is that why?
Nope.
Yep, that happened today. So Georgia, they want to make sure that the next election,
Stacey
Trump
Abrams will
wins.
fix it all. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's right. It'll fix it all. It'll be great. Well, that was fantastic. By the way, that video reminds me to tell everybody before we go that Steve and I do a show called Yup, We're Up, Sunday night at midnight. Well, actually Monday at 12:05, but Sunday night, stay up, midnight. We do it on YouTube and on Facebook and all over. And we play a ton of videos that all get taken down for copyright. So you have to watch it live, even though we own all of them. Even though everything is ours, they don't care. They steal it. Okay. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Let's hear it for Grant again, and Taylor, and Patti, Steve, Goodie, everybody. Next week, we've got an amazing show. And Keith Ellis is here. Keith Ellis. And Lauren Mayer, I think Lauren is here, so that's kind of nice. Okay, now it's everybody's favorite thing, the worst joke of the week. I know you're saying, how could they be worse than his other jokes? You just try me. Here we go. So New Zealand just passed a law that gives parents a 3-day paid leave if a pregnancy ends in a miscarriage, saying, though, that it's not a sickness, it is a loss, and a loss takes time. Now, Republicans in the Senate here have suggested a bill that they see as similar in the U.S. But in this bill, only the husband gets leave and the wife is fired for being an immoral harlot. Okay, everybody, let's go. The Thursday song. We will see you later if you want to hang out for a couple minutes.
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week when Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursday.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the revelry. Have a very merry Thursday. Put on your orange fez and decorate the Thursday tree with milk, bone, spam, and pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday, Merry Thursday.